Welcome to our exploration of Sakamoto Ryoma, a figure whose influence is etched deeply into the annals of Japanese history. Born in 1836, in the feudal domain of Tosa, now modern-day Kochi Prefecture, Ryoma's early life was set against the backdrop of a Japan on the cusp of monumental change. This first chapter delves into his beginnings and the formative experiences that shaped this visionary leader. Ryoma was born into a minor samurai family, in an era where social class dictated one's path in life. However, from a young age, Ryoma exhibited a distinct disdain for the rigid class structures that stifled societal progress. His discontent with the feudal system was aggravated by the arrival of Western powers, which began to force Japan out of over 2 centuries of isolation under the Tokugawa shogunate. This period, known as the Bakumatsu, was marked by turmoil and uncertainty, as Japan grappled with the pressures of forced modernization and internal division. In his early 20s, Ryoma moved to Edo, present-day Tokyo, to study kenjutsu, the art of swordsmanship. It was here that he began to expand his horizons, meeting intellectuals and reformists who shared his desire for a radical transformation of Japanese society. These interactions were crucial, as they exposed Ryoma to broader political and philosophical ideas, shaping his vision for a Japan that could stand equal with the Western powers. Ryoma's dissatisfaction with the Tokugawa regime's inability to handle the foreign threat led him to take radical steps. In an unprecedented move for someone of his rank and age, he cut ties with his Tosa clan to become a ronin, a masterless samurai. This decision marked the beginning of his political activism. As a ronin, Ryoma had the freedom to travel and engage with various revolutionary factions that opposed the shogunate's rule. His travels and interactions with key figures from other domains crystallized his vision for a new Japan. He envisioned a country unified under a central government, devoid of feudal barriers, and open to modern innovations from the West. Ryoma's ideas were revolutionary, advocating for a national assembly and the abolition of the samurai class's privileges, which he saw as essential steps towards creating a more equitable society. One of Ryoma's notable contributions during this period was his instrumental role in brokering peace between long-standing rivals, the Satsuma and Choshu domains. His ability to persuade these powerful clans to set aside their differences and unite against a common enemy, the Tokugawa shogunate, showcased his diplomatic prowess and strategic mind. Ryoma also founded the Kamiyama Shachu, a naval trading company that later became a pivotal military force against the shogunate. This initiative was part of his broader goal to modernize Japan's military capabilities, demonstrating his understanding that economic strength was as crucial as military might in securing national sovereignty. Tragically, Ryoma's life was cut short at the age of 31, when he was assassinated in 1867, just before the Meiji Restoration, which he had fought so tirelessly to achieve. Despite his untimely death, Ryoma's ideas and actions continued to resonate, influencing the course of the Restoration and the subsequent modernization of Japan. In closing this chapter, we reflect on Ryoma's early life and the evolution of his thoughts and ideals. From a young samurai in Tosa to a visionary leader whose ideas transcended his time, Ryoma's journey was one of bold defiance and profound impact, setting the stage for the transformative era that followed. As we move into the next chapter, we will explore the personal characteristics and charisma that endeared Ryoma to many and helped him gather the support necessary to challenge the status quo. As we delve into the second chapter of our exploration into Sakamoto Ryoma's life, we shift our focus to the personal attributes and charisma that made him such a compelling and influential leader. Ryoma's personality was a complex amalgamation of visionary zeal, empathetic leadership, and an unyielding commitment to his ideals, which not only endeared him to his contemporaries, but also ensured his enduring legacy. Ryoma's charisma was rooted in his exceptional ability to communicate and connect with people from all walks of life. Unlike many of his peers in the samurai class, he was known for his openness and approachability, traits that were rare in the rigidly hierarchical society of feudal Japan. His manner was straightforward and devoid of pretense, which allowed him to form genuine connections with people, whether they were fellow samurai, merchants, or peasants. This ability to relate to others not only broadened his influence but also facilitated the gathering of a diverse network of supporters essential for his revolutionary activities. Central to Ryoma's appeal was his visionary outlook. He dreamed of a modern Japan, where all citizens could participate in governance and enjoy the benefits of a more open and equitable society. His vision was compelling because it offered a radical departure from the status quo, proposing a future that promised progress and opportunity at a time when many felt oppressed by the shogunate's inability to effectively address internal and external challenges. Ryoma's ability to articulate this vision in a clear and persuasive manner inspired hope and action among those who yearned for change. Moreover, Ryoma's leadership style was characterized by a rare combination of humility and decisiveness. He was known for seeking and valuing the opinions of others, demonstrating a democratic approach to decision-making that was ahead of his time. Yet, when action was required, he was decisive and bold. This balance made him a trusted and respected leader, capable of inspiring loyalty and commitment among his followers. Ryoma's writings also played a significant role in spreading his ideas and enhancing his charisma. His letters and proposals, such as the famed 8-point program, were not only strategic documents but also powerful pieces of persuasive writing that articulated his vision for Japan's future. These writings circulated widely, amplifying his influence far beyond his immediate circle and helping to galvanize support for the revolutionary cause. Additionally, Ryoma's charisma was augmented by his cultural sophistication. He was well versed in both the martial arts and the arts of peace, including poetry and calligraphy. His cultural pursuits added depth to his personality, making him a well-rounded figure who could engage in intellectual as well as political conversations. This blend of warrior and scholar appealed to many and added to the respect he commanded among his peers. Ryoma also exhibited a remarkable ability to evolve and adapt his views. His travels and interactions with people from different domains and social classes, as well as foreigners, exposed him to a wide range of perspectives. This exposure broadened his understanding and refined his ideas, which he was adept at incorporating into his broader vision for Japan. His progressive stance on issues like social equality and economic modernization reflected an adaptive thinker who was not bound by traditionalist views but was instead forward-thinking and inclusive. In conclusion, Sakamoto Ryoma's personal appeal was a key factor in his ability to lead and inspire a movement that fundamentally transformed Japan. His charisma, rooted in his visionary outlook, empathetic leadership, and communicative prowess, made him a beloved figure whose legacy of inclusivity and progress continues to resonate. As we transition to the next chapter, we will explore the specific leadership principles that guided Ryoma through the complexities of revolution and change, principles that remain relevant to contemporary leadership challenges. In this third chapter, we delve into the core leadership principles that guided Sakamoto Ryoma through the complexities of revolution and societal transformation. His approach to leadership was characterized by a blend of visionary strategy, inclusivity, and ethical integrity, each of which played a crucial role in his ability to effect substantial change in late feudal Japan. One of Ryoma's fundamental leadership principles was his commitment to inclusivity and unity. At a time when Japan was fragmented by feudal loyalties and class divisions, Ryoma envisioned a nation unified under a central government, transcending the rigid hierarchical structures of the past. His efforts to broker the Satsuma-Choshu alliance, which united historically antagonistic domains against the Tokugawa shogunate, exemplify his belief in the power of unity. Ryoma understood that significant societal change could only be achieved through collective effort, and he tirelessly worked to bring together diverse groups with the common goal of reforming Japan. Ryoma also demonstrated remarkable strategic foresight, which was crucial in navigating the turbulent political landscape of the Bakumatsu period. He was not only a dreamer but a pragmatic planner who understood the intricacies of power dynamics and the importance of timely action. His strategic acumen is evident in his pivotal role in the Tosa Loyalist Party's 8-point program, which outlined a peaceful transition of power from the shogunate to the emperor. By advocating for a constitutional government and the modernization of Japan's military and economic systems, Ryoma laid down a clear and actionable roadmap for Japan's future. Another principle that underpinned Ryoma's leadership was his adaptability. He was adept at adjusting his strategies in response to changing circumstances, a quality that allowed him to stay ahead in a period marked by rapid shifts. Ryoma's ability to adapt was notably reflected in his embrace of Western technologies and ideas, which he believed were essential for Japan's advancement. His founding of the Kameyama Shachu, a naval trading company, showcased his forward-thinking approach to leveraging international trade and maritime strength as pillars of national sovereignty and economic independence. Ethical integrity formed the cornerstone of Ryoma's leadership style. Despite the often cutthroat politics of his era, Ryoma maintained a strong moral compass. He was known for his honesty and fairness, and he consistently placed the well-being of Japan above personal gain. This integrity won him the respect and trust of his allies and even his adversaries, cementing his reputation as a leader of principle. His ethical approach not only guided his immediate decisions but also laid a moral foundation for the leaders who followed in the footsteps of the Meiji Restoration. Furthermore, Ryoma's leadership was infused with a profound sense of empathy and compassion. He cared deeply about the plight of the common people and believed in lifting the living standards of all Japanese, not just the samurai or the elite. This empathetic approach was revolutionary in a society where class distinctions were deeply entrenched. It helped Ryoma to connect with a broader audience and foster a sense of shared purpose among the populace, who were crucial to the success of his reformative endeavors. In summary, Sakamoto Ryoma's leadership was a dynamic interplay of unity, strategic foresight, adaptability, ethical integrity, and empathy. These principles not only navigated him through one of the most pivotal eras in Japanese history but also left a lasting impact that would shape the future of Japan in profound ways. As we conclude this chapter and move towards the final discussion on Ryoma's legacy, we reflect on how these timeless leadership qualities are relevant to contemporary leaders seeking to navigate complex challenges and inspire transformative change. In this concluding chapter, we reflect on the enduring legacy of Sakamoto Ryoma and the timeless lessons his life imparts to us today. Ryoma's role in the transformation of Japan from a feudal society into a burgeoning modern state cannot be overstated. His influence persists, not only in the annals of history but also in the principles of leadership and change management that remain relevant in our contemporary world. Ryoma's legacy is most vividly seen in the radical changes that occurred during and after the Meiji Restoration. He was a precursor to the modernization of Japan, advocating for a society that embraced innovation and equality. His vision helped to dismantle centuries-old structures, paving the way for Japan's rapid transformation into an industrial and international power by the early 20th century. Today, Ryoma is remembered as a visionary who saw the potential of a unified, modern Japan at a time when the country was isolated and fragmented by internal conflicts and external pressures. Beyond his historical contributions, Ryoma's approach to leadership and his personal qualities continue to inspire current and future generations. His ability to unify diverse groups under a common cause offers profound lessons in an increasingly globalized world where collaboration across cultural and political lines is essential. Ryoma's emphasis on inclusivity and his ability to forge alliances between traditional rivals underscore the importance of building bridges in today's politically polarized environments. Moreover, Ryoma's strategic foresight and adaptability are crucial lessons for today's leaders facing rapid technological changes and shifting economic landscapes. His openness to adopting Western technologies and systems at a time when Japan was deeply xenophobic is particularly instructive. It teaches the value of openness to new ideas and flexibility in adapting those ideas to one's own cultural and social context, a vital skill in today's fast-paced, interconnected world. Ryoma's ethical integrity and commitment to principle also resonate strongly today. In an era where ethical lapses can lead to significant societal and economic fallout, Ryoma's insistence on honesty and fairness, even at great personal risk, serves as a model for integrity in leadership. His life reminds us that true leadership involves making difficult choices that may not be immediately popular or beneficial, but are right in the long term. Furthermore, Ryoma's empathy and compassion highlight the human aspect of leadership. His concern for the welfare of all Japanese, regardless of their social standing, and his efforts to improve societal conditions speak to the role of leaders in addressing the needs of the vulnerable and marginalized in society. His empathetic leadership style is particularly relevant today as global leaders grapple with complex social issues such as inequality and social justice. As we conclude our series, it is clear that Sakamoto Ryoma was much more than a historical figure. He was a symbol of progressive change and a beacon of hope during one of Japan's most turbulent times. His life and work offer enduring lessons on how visionary leadership, grounded in ethical integrity, inclusivity, and strategic adaptability, can overcome great challenges and effect profound societal transformation. Ryoma's story is a compelling reminder that individuals have the power to influence history. His legacy encourages us all to strive for a better future, to envision possibilities beyond our immediate circumstances, and to take bold actions that align with our deepest values and principles. Let us carry forward the spirit of Ryoma, embracing change and innovation while upholding the ideals of justice and equality that he championed. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and legacy of Sakamoto Ryoma. As we move forward, let his principles guide us in navigating the complexities of our times and inspire us to leave a positive impact on the world, just as he did with his brief but transformative life.